outside, when I went outside around 6 o'clock, it was about 89. But I want to say, hold on, let me try to add. It's not letting me add you. Why the hell is not letting me add you, Jalen? Hey, Jalen, come out and come back in. But brother Chip, I want to say mid 90s. Mid 90s. I went outside around like 6 o'clock. It was about 89. Had a little breeze on it.
Well, that's not bad.
Where you at? Where you at
That's not
the
bad.
of the year?
Well, right now I am in Bogota, Colombia.
Say it again.
Bogota, Colombia.
Oh,
This
you in?
is this is where I am.
Oh, them a five.
Okay, okay, okay. I see you. I see you, Big Chip. Hey, Chip. Last time when I talked to you, was you in Colombia or was you in Puerto Rico?
I was in Florida.
You was in Florida.
Yes.
Remember? Okay, maybe it wasn't last time. Remember when we was talk? Remember when I was talking and you was asking your wife about the black people where y'all was at? That was in Colombia or that was in Puerto Rico?
I've never been to Puerto Rico.
Okay, so that was in Colombia. You remember the conversation we had about the Afro Latinos?
Oh, the Afro Latinos on the Pacific Coast. Yeah.
Right. Okay, okay. So that's Colombia.
Yes.
Okay. Big Jalen, what's goody?
Not much, man. Not much. Just coming in on this good knowledge that's about to, you
While
know.
while we got brother Chip up in here, I think that it's only right that we dive into we let brother Chip get the first. Brother Chip, is there anything that's interesting in the world going on right now that people should have their eyes on or their ears into that we are not maybe not privy to or maybe be breaking news?
Gosh, that's hard. That's hard to say. Every country sort of has its thing, doesn't it? Right. There was a small little deal in a remote part of Colombia where where there were people who came into a remote village with saying that they were members of the dissident armed forces, revolutionary armed forces of Colombia, but they walked in carrying $2,000 a piece Galil rifles, and most guerrilla forces around the world don't have access to that kind of expensive weapon. So the question was, are these soldiers pretending to be guerrillas and trying to make the guerrillas look bad? Or are they members of the government who are trying to make the military look bad in order to justify some sort of repression of the military and a takeover of the country?
So is this safe to say? So is this safe to say don't come to Colombia right now?
Well, no, there's not. I mean, this was in a very remote part, and this was just a small village in a very remote area. But it was sort of like a wheels within wheels kind of thing. They are having trouble because they elected a guy as president who was a former top member of a guerrilla organization. He was a communist guerrilla fighter in the 1960s, and then he left the fighting part of that to become a politician. He became the mayor of Bogota, and then he ran for election and by a very slim margin won election. But um, you know, you always have to watch somebody who has a history of being a communist guerrilla fighter because they tend not to be nice people.
Okay, we gotta Jalen. I'm gonna let you jump in after this. I gotta ask you, the damn aliens that they found in what the hell was that, Peru?
Yeah.
Thing
Okay,
about
Chip.
don't know anything about aliens.
What you say, brother Chip?
I don't know anything about aliens. And, and I don't know is I think I think it's still something of a mystery. I don't I mean there's nothing
No,
that's
no.
jumping out
You
at
haven't
anybody.
heard the news? You haven't heard the
What
news,
what was it?
Jalen? Jalen, you want to let them know?
So Peru government, something like that. They came. They went live. It was probably like last week, and they showed two sarcophagus of like alien corpses and everything. They were like real small, and people were saying like it was fake. But then when you really look at the casket itself, why would you have a casket turned to some to a certain degrees? Like to keep it, I guess, preserved in a sense. So, I mean, I don't know, but yeah,
So what do
that's
they look
basically
like?
what on. I mean, now they look like what people
I'm about to get my laptop.
they just like they look like. I mean, right now they shriveled up like a raisin, but they look like they could be small, small gray alien, like how they depicted them. But people don't understand that, you know, when you actually go through, because for one, Peru, like this is not the first time Peru has ever dealt with an alien. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's like it is said that like one time they were under attack by some aliens and the government found a woman in Peru. I think this was during like the Nixon time. They found the woman in Peru and they brought her to Egypt to go in the king's chamber. Like it was like a whole bunch of stuff and everything. I mean I looked it up. There's some reports on it, but I mean you're not gonna really find the full thing. But like I said, small, gray, big head, big, eyes. I mean, they look like. I mean, how you
That's
see them?
sort of like almost a stereotypical science fiction presentation would be.
Yeah, in a sense. But people don't understand is that when you read, like I said, I'm an ancient text reader. Like I read a lot. I dip and dab with science and everything like that. But they talk about other races and everything. Don't get me wrong. That alien race was definitely specified in a lot of ancient texts. That gray, big head, gray, blue, they were all like they were already specified like that, even way back then. So if the quote unquote rumors are true, whatever like that. So I mean, if you got ancient text saying one thing and now you finding evidence, I mean that means the other races that came across galaxies are here as well. That's just how I got to believe.
I remember listening to a movie that was put out in 1974 called Chariot of
Mhm.
the Gods by Eric von Däniken.
Yeah, Airpod, yes,
And
sir.
and they were talking about things like this at that time, crop circles and different formations in Easter Island and other lost civilizations
Hey,
that
Jalen, brother Chip think we lying.
I'm
No,
not
but
saying you're lying. I'm just saying
no.
I didn't say you're lying. I said, but what I'm saying is that what I am saying is this that an alien race who could make it from whatever millions of miles away to come and see us um, is certainly strong enough to go down to 1700 Pennsylvania Avenue or the Kremlin or the Forbidden City and say hello, how are you? My
Mhm.
name is. They're smart. I mean, they could be running us. I think we're just too. If they are there and they're watching us, I mean, if that's the
Mhm.
case, I think we're too small time for them.
Not for real.
I mean,
Mm.
we're not worth
It,
their attention. We don't have anything they need or want, and we're too uncivilized and too stupid to talk to them. So they're staying away. If that's what they are, and if they and if things happened, many years ago, if they visited and there was an accident and some of them landed, um, they're
All
going to
right,
stay away from it.
Rambo Yappa Chopper, what's goody? Hey, brother, I'm about to share my
Yes, sir.
I'm about to share my screen in a second, but you can keep going. My bad, brother Chip.
No, there's nothing to go over. It is a mystery that we don't really know very much about. So, and
And,
even when they talk about it, when they talk about it, they don't talk about it very much. It's like somebody says, or somebody says, or somebody says that somebody says, but you don't have anybody coming out and saying,
Hey,
you
brother
know,
Chip,
here it is.
brother Chip, is Peru in South America?
Yes,
So is Colombia in South America?
yes.
So you telling me that we in North America and we got a hold of some damn the news of some damn alien mummies, and you ain't hear nothing about this, and this is your neighboring country.
Well, I mean, I don't read the Colombian news all the time. It's like I pop in and pop out. When I pop in, I get a little news about Colombia, and when I go out, I don't hear about them very much anymore unless I talk to members of my wife's family and ask them what's happening, and then they can tell me. But it's like, I mean, I followed it a little bit on the in the newspapers and that. There is, there's a certain amount of documentation the government has had, strange events or things that that make a person wonder what's going on, and that, but there's nothing that says this is what it is. And I would imagine that if there is a civilization with the power to come across all the billions go more than 40,000 miles or 80,000 miles an hour using Jupiter as a slingshot, and that's the best we can do is 80,000 miles an hour for like a short distance. It's a little bit like ants talking about going to Antarctica. It's the name is the same, but the results are completely different.
Rambo Yappa Chopper, what's goody?
Man, man. Another day in this game we play.
All right, so we did a I think but brother Chip,
I ain't hear you had broke up. What you had said?
oh my bad, I was saying we did a show on this last week, and I think both of y'all had some of these pictures. But hold on, let me find let's read the article first. We gotta see what they saying. New York Times.
Well, what are they have they dated these things that they found? Is there
Yeah,
is
they
there
go
a
back to
date?
at least 1,000 years.
It say they
So
found them in 2017. It was two of them, brother Chip, and one of them had eggs in the stomach. So it's like one of them was about to have a baby.
yeah, one on pregnant.
All right, now let me see if I can
Uh,
I'm gonna find let me find a better picture.
could you leave that article up? I was just finishing reading it.
What you said, brother Chip?
Could he leave that article up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was right at the end of the article when you took it out.
I got you. Want me to scroll down or you want me to
Yes, please. If you could scroll it down, that would be great. Because I read the first part and then I was almost finished.
okay.
I
Let me know.
wanted to hear about the guy. I wanted to read about the fellow. Okay, Clowner. Okay, I heard about him.
Keep going.
Okay, an exercise in listening. Okay.
My bad. Sorry about that.
Let's see. They're saying that but again, it's like the whole thing that nobody's really seen. They say that somebody said that somebody said. That, for example, the National Autonomous, could you go up again, that National Autonomous University? Because I think what they're saying is that we heard about it, but we heard about it, they say
Yeah.
stunned many scientific circles after images of the mummies began circulating. The Institute of Physics, el Instituto de Física en la Universidad Nacional Autónoma de México, okay, they released a statement making it clear that its researchers had never examined the specimens themselves, but had merely done carbon testing in 2017 on samples provided by a client. So they never actually saw what it was they were testing. They were providing a service to somebody. So what, so they have to say, so the lab said, okay, we did a test on something that somebody gave us, and it came up 1,000 years, but we didn't see this thing, and we don't know what it is, and we
This is
don't
why I
have.
gotta ask. Hold up, brother Chip. So you saying that you saying and this not the same New York Times article. I think this a follow up. Let me go to the I'm not gonna find it. But it said that they carbon dated. Let me go to the top of the article. It said that they carbon dated the skin of a client and it came back to 1,000 years. That's what we just read.
That's what we just read. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what they were going to say about the origin and how firm this stuff was going to be. And so far, I mean, if that's what they've got, I mean, somebody could have gone into a grave someplace and took out some skin and said, date this, and they just ran tests, and the test came back 1,000 years. But that could be, they could have gone into an Indian burial ground and gotten some dried skin from a mummy from 1,000 years ago and tested that. It's absolutely not impossible. In fact, it's more likely than not that's what the university did.
Okay, so if I was to if I'm looking at this article objectively, right? If I'm looking at this article objectively, I'm saying that the New York Times, United States media don't got no respect for Peru scientists, government at all. If I'm looking at this goddamn, if I'm
Well,
looking
no,
at
it's not that at all. I mean, you found this guy who's in Mexico. The fellow, you have to see what the thing is. You have this guy who's like one of these guys that talks all the time on Coast to Coast AM on the radio station, and they, in the middle of the night, they have a call-in program from people who like to talk about UFOs and strange stuff, and they night after night talk about this stuff. And then you have this guy in Mexico who is known for being one of the people interested in this. He's an enthusiast. He's an enthusiast. And then he says, "Well, I got these mummies. I mean, I got these mummies, but he's not showing them to anybody. He's not taking them to be tested. He took some skin to be tested. Or somebody found some skin and gave it to the Mexicans to test, and the Mexican tested their skin. But in order to have a firm, let's say we're talking about a crime, you have to have if you were a detective and you wanted to solve a problem, you have you have something they call chain of custody, which means the detective goes and he scrapes the blood off the wall in where this homicide was done, and he puts it into a vial, and then he puts the vial into a bag, and then the bag goes to this XYZ lab, and the lab signs for it, and they attest the origin, and it moves from step to step to step to step to step until you get the test, and it comes back with the DNA of the person whose body they found on the floor in this apartment where the blood was found on the wall. And that's how you know where things come from. That's how you know if something is true or not. But if you're going to take somebody's skin that they found and they claim that it's something, but they don't show you what it is, then you really don't have a proof of anything. You following me?
Most definitely. I'm following you, brother Chip. Hey, Chip, brother Chip,
It's all interesting, but there's no
brother Chip,
definitive.
really quick, brother Chip, because I'm gonna get Goo. What's up with it? I'm gonna get everybody up in here. It say the researchers, however, distance themselves from Mr. Moussan's conclusions, and the independent expert dismissed the exhibition as shameful. All right, so we got two things. We got two things going on here. We either got a damn con man that should be put in jail,
It's not a
or
crime to. It's not a crime to advocate crazy stuff. It's
nah,
not a
but
crime.
to he brought this. You gotta understand, brother Chip. He said that this was in the university. They stored this in the University of Mexico. You gotta understand,
No,
Chip, that
no,
what you say
no. They didn't. No,
they didn't.
didn't. This guy found what he calls mummies. He's showing them pictures. It's like this is the same stuff that's been going on for 50, 60, 80 years.
Brother Chip, brother Chip. He went to a conference and brought the mummies and sat them in front of everybody.
Okay.
Let me say you could say that you could say that he was just like on the street corner playing games, but it's actual credible evidence behind what he did. Now
But not
we also
really.
got to
No, it
sit back
isn't.
and say
Yeah, I mean,
that the
I could
people
go
that
and
he
find
presented it
something and
to,
stick it in front of you at some conference, and let's say you're just an ordinary person, or it's a conference of ordinary people with no special skills or knowledge or analysis, or not, and they're not paleontologists. They're not paleontologists. They're not students of ancient biology. They're not chemists. They're not epidemiological labs. They're not doing a study. If you're going to do a study, if you're going to find something and say, what is this? You would take the body in, you get DNA samples, you would try to analyze the chemical content of the blood, the bone density, the approximate age, how old this particular person might be. What you would want to have detailed medical studies. And so if the government is sitting on this stuff, maybe there are some place detailed medical studies of actual alien skeletons that are being hidden away, that are top secret, that nobody's going to know about. It's possible. We wouldn't know that. But this stuff that we're looking at here is skin isn't connected to bone. Bone isn't connected to the stuff he shows, so it's all incomplete links. So if you want to show that there are aliens, that they're real, and that they come from someplace else, then you have to do a detailed, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of page study on these things. The blood, if there is blood, or if there's some other form of circulatory system, is there a nervous system? What's
Hey, Chip,
if there a brain? Are the
brother Chip,
organs the same?
you see what, brother Chip? You see what I got highlighted?
Buried in a remote site in Peru. Okay, but who knows? He's
Now look,
saying,
it's
this
a
is the thing.
National Autonomous University of Mexico.
Right, but he's not telling what it is exactly. He says one thing, and the reporters are actually doing a half-assed job. For the New York Slimes, they're doing a pretty decent job because they're saying, they don't have any skin in the game, but they're saying they asked at least the university, what about this? And the university told them, we tested some skin, not the beings. We didn't do a study of the beings. We did a little study of skin that somebody asked us how old is this? And it wasn't a hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages of study. It was just the guy found some skin. Where did he find the skin? Where did it come
Oh,
from?
hey, hey, Bo,
Yeah.
hey, my
Yes,
bad,
sir.
brother Chip, my bad, brother Chip. Keep going, brother Chip. Hey, let's all look at this word I'm highlighting.
Pseudoscience, exactly. It's
Yeah, that
but,
my
but
new that my
there,
new
there, I'm not saying
my
that
new
this
study,
stuff could
man.
never be real.
Trying to find the pseudoscience.
But the
See,
guy
Destroy
found
it.
skin.
I just
Where
had
did
to
he
find
find
the
the
keyword,
skin?
brother Chip. You can keep going, then we go let everybody else jump in.
Where did he find the skin? He doesn't say where he found the skin. The university did not take the bodies and run them through the lab for 2-3 years, testing the skin, testing the bones, testing the blood, testing looking for evidence of oxygen concentration in the cells. Is it an oxygen breathing? Is it a carbon form? Is there a completely alien blood bone chemistry? Are these human? Are these humanoid? Is it a different species? This would be tremendous news, and you would have people. You would have, if this was allowed to be done in a scientific way, they would say we found these people or these beings or whatever in this grave, in this place, in this town, at such and such a date, and they would document taking them out. They would document transporting them. They would document putting them at the university of such and such. They would document all the studies that they would make. Then they would invite the peer review to go and look at their work, go over their work, examine step by step by step by step everything that they did to describe what they did, and then we have something really to talk about. But as it stands now, you have a guy who says, "Trust me." That's all you got. He's a trust me guy. I'm telling you, I'm really, really pinky promise telling you that I found this stuff in Peru and that it's really, really, really aliens. And he used the Universidad Autónoma Nacional de Mexico, the National Autonomous University of Mexico, to do a study, but it wasn't like this. This was no different than somebody sending off their DNA on Saturday night to find out if they're Norwegian or not. That's all it was. It was a Saturday night special. This was not a scientific study.
All right, brother Chip. We're gonna let the room jump in. Jalen, then Bo, then Goo. Y'all got it.
Go ahead, enjoy yourselves.
Chip, because most likely it's gonna be questions for you.
Well, I don't know anything except what I read. I'm only telling you what I can read by by the article you showed me.
Most definitely, brother Chip. I'm just letting you know, like they gonna talk, but don't go nowhere because most likely you're gonna get some questions.
Well, they can quit. I'm not. I don't know
Hey,
anything.
I was trying to get it on my computer because I had it on my phone. It's kind of hard for me to hear on my phone. But so what are you disputing? This comment?
I get to use an example that you're probably familiar with. Are you going to send somebody to jail based on the skin sample that some guy hands in to the National Autonomous Museum of Mexico? Let's say somebody says, "This is DNA that I found on the street, and this is the dead guy, and you did it, and I want you to go to jail for it." Will anybody arrest you or give you any time of day from a sample that somebody handed to some university in another country and tested? Could you actually find anything about anything from what that test was without chain of custody, without knowing the origins, the
For one of
attributions?
them two different. For one of them, like I know you're using scenario, but your scenario is like way out of bounds, like not relative.
My bad, Jalen.
Well, I'm using a far-fetched scenario. I agree with you there.
I mean, my thing is that like looking at this picture right here, you can that's not that's not human. That's not human at all.
It kind of
There,
looks human to me.
it's
What
humanoid.
kind of human you seen look like that?
It's humanoid, but it's not human. You gotta think about it. But I believe the highest consciousness on any planet, if anything, is a humanoid. That's how I see it.
It
That's
actually, it
but that's
actually
not
kind of
human.
looks Indian to me, to be truthful. It looks like
Oh,
it looks like what you would find from, it's short. This is a short being, maybe a developing, maybe a child or maybe a dwarf, but it looks humanoid. It looks Indian, actually. I mean, it looks like if you put the skin and the skin and the hair and
man,
sarape on it.
Brother Chip,
that shit look
brother,
like a ET bat.
I could see that you could walk up to this guy and hand him a cup of chocolate, and he would probably drink it
Man,
and
I'm
say
I
hello.
I'm
was
looking at
loud, him mustard. Listen,
uh, Goo, what's up with it, Goo? What you got to say about this
go
picture?
up.
Well, I understand where my brother coming from, man. He talking about the findings and stuff, but you gotta understand too. They just now coming out after all these years of reports and then putting out movies with aliens and stuff, and now they want to finally say, "Oh yeah, we got UFOs and we don't understand, we don't know where they came from." So that's what you gotta
It could
take a look.
happen. It
You
could
gotta
happen.
understand that first and foremost because they not gonna tell you everything. You, if you think that they told us we don't know, it's for a reason. They not just gonna put themselves out there like that. And I'm talking about the U.S. government. I'm talking about the American government and scientists that we take into high regards. The other thing is this was put forth to the damn Mexican Congress. You know, this was the Mexican Congress. These guys came to the Mexican Congress with this shit. So that's one of America's allies. So you got to take that into account too. America gonna be whispering in the air. All right, whatever, 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 whatever. You can say this or you can't say that. You
Well,
know, we got alliances.
there are
We
100
got all
million
sorts
people.
of stuff that the average people don't understand, like you and me, because it's classified information. If it was to be true,
But it's
but
the
he
only
does
point
make
I would
sense.
make is that these aren't the people. You know, you go to a lawmaker, you go to a congressman from whatever, and they're no more able to determine the truth or falsity of this than you and I are. They don't have any special knowledge or training. So,
They got clearances. They got all sorts of shit, and
but they only know what they're
they
told.
yeah. There's certain things that they can't tell to the American public, and that's just we all know that.
But
Everyone knows.
they only know what they're told. They don't know what if it's real or not. They can only go by the information they get. The same
Okay.
is true for Mexico.
NASA asked for this. What I this is the other thing I was gonna say. NASA was asking for complete, uh, you know, countrywide, like all the countries be able to have access to the specimen to do testing and stuff. And when did
And they
this come
haven't
out?
done
Two
that.
weeks ago.
Well,
2 weeks
I
ago, huh?
mean, if this is real, then they should be handing this over um, to a to a blue ribbon scientific committee to go to and try to trace where this came from. Go back to the tombs that they supposedly found them at. Look for artifacts that surround it, if any. Pull out any artifacts associated with the tomb and send them separately, along with the two bodies, to a good research facility with a multidisciplinary task force of people, and then try to piece this stuff together.
So
But
you telling me
why haven't we
they
heard
just
about that? Why haven't we heard about that yet?
Well,
Because it could either be true and they're keeping it under wraps until they're ready to come up with their truth of what it is, or it's bogus.
well, or it could be a joke, because I remember Weekly World News put out an article, and they interviewed various U.S. senators who admitted to the Weekly World News that they were actually aliens from a foreign galaxy who got themselves elected to the U.S. Congress, and they gave them interviews and attributed statements saying that they were all aliens put
so
into
brother Tip,
place
you don't
by
believe in
aliens,
aliens.
and so the Weekly World News may be either it's a joke or it's the greatest investigative journalist newspaper in the history of the universe. But there again, it's not they're not tracing the attribution of these things. They're not going from grave to artifacts to transportation crew to blue ribbon university commission interdisciplinary investigators doing test after test after test, documenting, and then inviting other people to come and peer review and go over their tests and the results in order to make a full and detailed and complete report on
So
everything they find, including carbon dating and everything related to this.
brother Tip, brother Tip.
Yes.
So you really think the government work like that?
Well, they can work like that.
Nah, I ain't saying it like we know it could work like that. It could be it could we could stop world hunger. You feel me? We could stop the deception of the people and all that. But I ain't we could keep saying forever what they could do or how it could work. But I'm saying, do you honestly think that's how easy it is? Or you think
Well,
it's deception involved and it's an agenda to uphold?
Well, if they there's two ways that they could do it. They could do it absolutely publicly and openly. Let's say they decide not to. Even if they decide not to, they could get a small group of reputable scientists, and they may already have exhaustive reports on bodies of things that they find and reports, and maybe there's things that they have written down in some archive that we are not reading that talks about alien chemistry, alien blood chemistry, alien respiration. You could have a whole long library of this stuff that's so highly classified that it's buried so deep that nobody knows about it. It's possible. I'm not saying it's not, but I don't think this guy and his mummies in Mexico is the real deal. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Brother
So
Chip.
he's my brother's Tip. Brother Tip said that it's very possible that they could have all this secret bases with files and thorough studies and stuff. They already got that. We already know they got
Possible.
that. That's why they release classified documents 20, 30 years later. That's why we just getting the UFO documents and they all is redacted. Like we don't get everything. We just get what they want us to know. So that's the most like pinpoint clue that's gonna tell you, okay, they know more than they say, and the stuff they give us is just because the evidence and everything that the public knows is already. We might as well say a little something because it's at this point we just blatantly not bringing it up, or we're gonna blatantly not bring it up, and we can just mention a little bit to follow our agenda that we already got going on, or something else. There's all sorts of different scenarios, but we both know they got classified documents in every government because all the government scheme, and it all floats around America, U.S. Everything comes and goes through America. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? We got
hey,
everything
Jonah.
does.
Hey, Goo.
Hey,
Not just that, but motherfuckers coming out saying that they seen aliens in their backyard. Next thing you know, they go to their house to do some press, and the damn coast is clear. They never heard from the people ever again. What about the fact that if you
I
speak
haven't
out about
heard nothing about them again.
what about the fact that if you speak out about these encounters, you know what I'm saying? Like you could lose everything, get blackballed. Like when I seen them white dudes, hey, hey, Bo,
Yeah.
hey, which one of them your computer? I gotta take you off. I gotta bring Silky in. Which one of them your computer? First one or the
Hold on.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. They called it the police. The police came, they're like this. They played the damn
I
tape
just
where
That's my computer.
uh hey, hey,
they played the damn phone
hey, hold
call with
up,
the
hold
police.
up, Goo. When I seen, hey, brother Chip, I seen them guys at that conference here in America talking about the UFOs, the UAPs. Them dudes was talking like they was scared. They was talking like they was up in there at that conference. You know what I'm saying? Like with red in their eyes. Like I'ma tell y'all this, but I know damn well I'm not safe after this. Is there any like? Do you think about that side of it?
I don't see any reason that somebody would have a reason to be afraid of talking about aliens. They do it every single night on Coast to Coast AM. They talk about aliens all night long from 12 to
Them are
6 a.m.
not government officials that are around this. Them are not whistleblowers. Them are people like us.
They tell you at the end of the show that it's entertainment only.
Or educational
Well, sure.
purposes.
Sure, but there are people who go on there who who read this stuff all day and all night, and somebody says, and somebody says, and somebody says, and somebody
We
else says.
understand that though, brother Chip. We talking about the people. Them people ain't on CNN News at a world conference. We talking about those people.
The whistleblowers.
Well, there was one guy who was testifying to Congress in closed session. We don't know what he said. The cover story that came out afterwards was that they don't have anything to confirm anything, which is where it always has been. That's always been the public position, is no matter what somebody says, they don't have this kind of scientific confirmation to
All right,
say
so let
this
me
is.
ask you this, brother Chip. You right. They don't have see what we witnessing here is like talking about a ghost. We witnessing something that this is how science moves. Science don't give a damn about your testimony. Science don't give a damn about a first-hand account. You got to make this shit happen. Repetition, repetition, repetition. So how you looking at it, you know what I'm saying? I gotta say, brother, that your premise of how you going. Let me ask you this question. Do you believe in do you believe? Do you think that there's aliens out there? Do you believe that some of these people testimonies about fighter jets running into aliens, seeing the peel, seeing the damn what they've been calling it the bunker, seeing these crazy space objects. Do you think that they lying, brother Chip?
The
Why we
thing
ain't
that
got
I
more evidence on it?
the thing that I thought was most interesting in the testimony that I saw was the fighter pilot who was trailing something that he said went into the ocean at 1,000 miles an hour without stopping. That was very interesting, and I have no idea what he saw.
I mean, they got plenty testimonials, but if you really want to talk about it, did you ever hear, like, I'd also heard that they said the aliens, I heard that the aliens were referred to as the black people that were the aliens. That's why they like our style, our swag, everything that we do, our essence. I heard we're the alien, we're the real aliens. That's why they like kind of treat us and act like they do, because yeah, we're the aliens. The other aliens don't exist. It's more so like a fake facade. Like they talking about the aliens out there, but they really mean the aliens here, which is us. We're the aliens. We're the ones we invented all the shit. We
You
come
ain't
up with
hold on.
all the style.
You
Like
ain't
we're the
you ain't hear what Chip just said?
what?
Chip just gave you an eyewitness testimony of a fighter jet running across one of them. So you saying that
That
was a
why
black
we ain't got
person?
more though? Why we don't got more footage of UFOs? We all been on this planet how many years? How many you seen? How many you seen? How many
Let
you
Never
me
too
seen?
many.
hold up. Now
Never
we
too
talk
many.
about something extraterrestrial from another planet. How many ghosts have you seen on camera?
Never.
We ain't
But they
seeing none of
in
that shit.
your closet. But they in your closet, huh?
They under the bed. They
Possibly
under the
under the
bed,
bed.
man, is where they at.
I've never seen no ghosts, but I have seen in the sky.
Now
I
my
mean,
wife
when you
said
talk
she
about the
has.
pyramids, though, they said that spaceships used to land on the pyramids.
Man, come on. God damn, you fucking my show up with
But
this
it
though.
ain't. I mean,
I mean, they used
you
to
look
though.
at history.
Did you know
You look at all the old
a piece of
pictures,
them
all the
pyramid
movies,
missing?
bro. They got UFOs in the sky,
If
bro.
you look at the artifacts, they got them fools wearing like spacesuits.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, brother Chip, brother Chip. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just
Nothing
laugh.
to be sorry
Brother
about. It, I don't I mean, physically, physically, we're not going to get any closer to it. I mean, the article was interesting. From as far as I could read, there's no chain of custody. There's no evidence in that article. But maybe something will be forthcoming. Maybe there is evidence that we don't know that's step by step, scientifically based. That's serious. It's worth looking at. It's possible, but we
I
haven't
mean,
seen it. They haven't produced it.
what about ISIS? What about ISIS?
What about them?
He was green, wasn't he?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Islamic State.
No, I'm talking about Amun Ra. He was green. They got him pictured as green and a reptile.
Nah. That's symbolism, brother. That's
Yeah,
symbolism.
right.
That was
They,
him.
they,
That's the symbol that he was giving
Nah,
out. That
nah, nah. That's symbolism, brother.
yeah,
if I
that
take
that has
you
nothing.
and make a symbol, it's still a reflection of you.
Nah. I think you gotta do more research on Egypt, Sicker D.
You know damn well I know all about Egypt. Shit.
Nah, you just said some goofy ass shit talking about Amara reptile. You out of there.
Amun Ra, nigga. Yeah, he's from the
That was
reptile people.
that was symbolism. Now you gotta find out what green mean in Egypt. You gotta do more research, brother. You
His
got to do more
You
skin
mean
research.
color was green.
Osiris?
That
He
goddamn
was
Osiris?
reptile.
his
Osiris
skin
was
color
green?
was green.
I'm
You
Osiris.
never
sorry,
heard
brother
of the
Chip.
lizard
I'm
people?
sorry, brother Chip. Just laugh, brother Chip. Just laugh. I'm sorry,
You never heard of the lizard people? It's a
brother.
tribe.
Hey, Jalen.
Uh,
Yeah.
Come on,
this
Jalen.
gets into a
This
lot of
is
You
what I'm
about the
saying.
controversy.
music people in
Man,
California?
I don't like. Look, man, like I don't ever remember Amin Rob ever being green. I remember Osiris being green.
There
Yeah.
you go. Well, that's why Osiris.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Osiris was
Well,
green,
I'm around
but
in the
honestly,
morning.
but to keep it a fact, if you really read the original like text, that shit didn't happen in Egypt. That shit happened somewhere else.
What you
Well,
mean?
That
well,
story
well,
happened somewhere else. Like that didn't happen in Egypt.
I thought it
well,
all went by up the Nile.
No,
yes,
hell no.
all of
That
Egyptian
shit happened
religion is
somewhere
tied
else.
to the seasons and the Nile
Where?
and the harvest.
You said what?
I said where?
If
You
you
know,
want
let
to keep it, if you want to keep it a buck, bro. Like for what they say, and I don't even want to say this because I don't got time for Sean Mouth. I don't got time.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? But he asked me to join in. But apparently, this story happened like on Atlantis. Like apparently, that's what the story comes from. Apparently,
You do
apparently.
know where Atlantis is?
Hell no, I don't know what Atlantis is, but I know that I know a nigga from Greece got that shit from fucking Egypt.
All this shit come from Egypt. Everything comes from Egypt.
So if these niggas talking about another, so there you go. There you go. They told the
Man,
story right there.
y'all done went down a goddamn pseudo
Man, I
lane.
don't got time for that, man.
Check
Nah,
this
bro,
out.
you asked me to chime in, I chimed in. I didn't time, bro.
Jalen,
I don't got time for you, Sean. Hey, you asked me to chime in. I'm
Let me ask you,
leaving.
Jalen.
Look,
He said Amon Ra was green, Jalen. So he
Armin
was
Rob was
this
never green. Osiris was green.
Yeah, Osiris. He right.
Osiris was green.
now
And the
Yeah,
let me
he
only
was
ask you this,
and
green.
the
Jalen.
go ahead.
Was that symbolism or they saying that he was a lizard?
Man, let me tell you something, man.
It's
Symbolism.
a whole
Greek
tribe of
when
people that was green.
when the Greeks when the Greeks and Romans came about, they started humanizing symbols. You get what I'm saying? Like you were saying, like they started humanizing like symbolism, making them into real men. During the African period, it was called anthropomorphism, something like that. I don't can't even pronounce that long ass A word. You get what I'm saying?
They always had symbolisms because that's what the tribes when they
But
put their little mask
right,
on and
understand
shit.
it. But that's the thing. But the tribes never humanized. They never gave them like an actual, you know, what I'm saying, like an actual like avatar. There was never no actual avatar with them.
They got pictures of that nigga. He was from the lizard people.
Man, for
Nigga,
one,
what?
bro, for
Hey,
one, let me
go
tell you something.
on,
Hold on,
put up
wait a
your
minute. Hold on,
goofy
Sean.
ass picture.
Hold on, Sean. Let me tell you something. For one, in Egypt history, bro, there are two Ra's. There are two Ra's for one. And everything. The Amin Ra you talking about is the same. It's the same nigga from the Sumerian bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That whole word only originates from one nigga.
hell nah, that shit. Yeah, you're right. That name originates from
Yes,
the
that
very first
one nigga. And
right.
amen. The word
And
amen
there you go, right
originates
there.
from that
Amen.
nigga.
And how many people pray in their prayer or in their
With
manifestation with
Alma,
amen?
yeah, exactly.
Come on,
That's because
man.
that nigga was one of the biggest gods. He was one of the
No, that nigga
strongest
was a
gods.
sniveling bitch. What is you talking about? That nigga was a sniveling bitch.
What? That nigga had the kingdom. He
Bro,
had a
hold
fucking
on. No, fuck
pyramid.
all that. No, fuck all that. Let's keep it a buck, bro. Let's keep it a buck. Go back and read, bro. Go back and read these ancient civilizations, bro. Look at the trend. Yes, if I'm not just look. Matter of fact, it's in the Epic of Gilgamesh. It's in
The
the Epic of
Osiris,
Gilgamesh.
the story of Osiris, ain't that the
It's in
one
the
where the
Epic
new
of
what?
Gilgamesh, bro. The story of Osiris, bro. All that, bro. It's in the Epic of Gilgamesh, bro. They tell you about the transition from their Sumerian, whatever. Like, bro, like that. You can go back and actually read a whole bunch of ancient Egyptian shit. They'll tell you the same thing. That nigga Amun Ra was a sniveling bitch. He was
Wasn't
mad
that
because
nigga?
that.
He
So
was the
look,
one
bro.
that
Let's keep
got
it a
with
buck.
ISIS, right?
No, that nigga, bro, that nigga only got that land, bro, because he cried to his daddy. Because the daddy gave his brother the land. He was mad about it.
Who was his daddy?
Ptah. If you want to put in Egyptian, it's Ptah.
Give me
Like,
some
trust me, bro.
more.
Trust me. I can jump back and forth, bro, and connect you orthodox to every single, you know what I'm saying, like mythological story. I can use
Oh boy,
different
he got big.
mythology stories and
Hey,
fill up the
hey,
gaps in my
Professor,
literature.
he
Like, I
got
can do
big
that.
bullets. Slow your roll. He got big bullets.
Like I'm telling you, like that nigga was a sniveling bitch. I'm gonna keep it a buck 50 with you, bro. That nigga was a sniveling bitch, bro. That nigga, you know what I'm saying? He defeated his uncle, bro, and took on that nigga name and had a whole bunch of other niggas. Like, bro, come on, man.
Yeah,
That's
they
why
was
I'm
doing
like,
everything for power back then. There was a whole lot of power struggle back then.
man, with no power struggle, man.
Let's
That nigga
just
was
be
a sniveling
real though,
bitch.
bro. At the end of the
But
day,
you talking about like
you can't
motherfucking
say that
what's your boy? What's
you
that
can't
nigga?
for a fact everything people was doing, bro. And
Bro,
What's
all
that
that
this
goes
nigga
shit,
back
name?
like at
to
the
all
end
the
of the
simple
day, bro, like Goose said, like this shit is symbolism, bro. Like this shit can even show you, bro, that gods, bro, God, this, you know what I'm saying? I won't even give them that fucking name. These niggas
The
have the
gods
most
of
fucked
Egypt.
up. These niggas have some of the most fucked up mistakes ever in history. If we're gonna keep it a book, and you think I want to follow behind them,
I
let's
mean,
keep it a
they was
book.
living on a whole different scale.
These niggas was raping, was
Having
raping and
babies,
all that. Nah,
having babies with their own daughter.
come on, man. There we go.
Well,
All
they
right,
was
man.
marrying their sister.
I'ma
They was
sign out.
marrying
I'ma
their
sign
sister.
out. Y'all have a good. Like, come
Yeah,
on, man.
he
Nigga
married his
like
sister.
big
That's
bullets.
when they talking about how they made the phallus out of gold and whatnot in the old book, right?
You said what?
How they talk about where that fool where he got like chopped up and they put his body parts all
Hey,
over the
hey,
world.
Oh, you talking
hold up,
about Sydney
professor,
Toko?
professor,
And
professor.
the female had to find all the parts and put them back together, right?
Oh no, nigga, you talking about Osiris? That's Osiris.
That's what I'm saying. And the woman he married was his sister, his
Yeah,
wife. But they
yeah.
did that to keep the power of the kingdom in the family. That's the things they was having to do because it was so much trickery, I guess, back then. You can't, you know what I'm saying?
Professor,
It's all it's a vegetation myth, all tied to the Nile, the flooding of the Nile River, and the cycle of planting and harvest.
Yeah.
It all starts in the Nile.
hold up, really
And
quick,
then the Tigris Euphrates, they did the same thing with the
brother
gods.
Chip. Brother Chip, do you agree with the lizard people?
No, no, it's symbolic and it's all tied to the nature religion of Egypt.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Which is also the religion out here, which is religion all over the world. Because it's all the same stories, just different
Well,
names on it.
some
no matter how you look
at the
at it,
bottom
they
you have
got a great
religion
cataclysm.
that
They got a great
vegetation
flood,
symbolism.
a great something that happened, and all these religions.
But the oldest shit go down in Egypt, though. The original shit is in Egypt.
Certainly one
That's
of
the.
the,
I
it's
mean, that's
certainly
the
one of
mecca.
the
I
oldest.
mean, that's what most of the knowledge was stored was in it was there. I mean,
Exactly.
I
That's what
mean,
it.
but that doesn't mean like people came because in order for you to even enter Alexandria, you have to give them. knowledge. You had to give them books, scrolls, shit like that. They didn't want no fucking gold, none of that. So I mean, they didn't necessarily have all the knowledge.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
nah. At one
Okay,
point in time, didn't
don't go.
nobody had no knowledge. It was a bunch of caveman ass motherfuckers, a bunch of lost barbarians. It was a bunch of motherfucking Neanderthals running around.
We gotta understand, bro. The people in
Man,
power now
uh,
came to power by pillaging.
Yeah, death by the sword. You already
So,
know.
so even the Alexandria Library, which had all the knowledge of the world, supposedly was burned down. So
Come
these
on,
people
man. Hell
obviously
no.
didn't care about knowledge. They cared about basic knowledge to be able to control the masses and then create their own story, create their
The
own
Pope got
story
the
based off
knowledge.
of that.
All the knowledge
So
is
we
at the
don't
Pope's
know,
place,
and
at the
Man,
Vatican.
do
That's where the
not
I
knowledge
don't
is.
believe. I don't
we
believe.
do not know what is what for a fact just
Great
by
shit.
going on what we've been taught and what we have access to. You
Right.
gotta.
Well,
That's
we
what I'm
got
saying.
access to it.
In
You just got to
everything,
study it.
Nah, we don't have a lot of access because a lot
that's
of
the
stuff
whole
that
thing.
be.
Study. You could always keep studying, but you only got a certain books of what's been given to study.
Yeah,
That's
like
the
you
whole
actually
point.
gotta go there and
Yeah, you ain't went out to Egypt and put your
Yeah,
eyes
no,
on it and
I
dug up
yeah,
some
ain't
shit.
like you gotta really go there. I feel what he's saying. Like you gotta really like go there.
Like I said, man, it's a reason why Egyptology is a major in college, and ain't none of the rest of that shit. No mother, they don't care to study nothing else but Egyptology. It's a reason for that.
Mm.
My point is, it's even deeper than that. You can study. You can. It's like studying a culture, but if you never lived in that culture and that from day one, you'll never all the way understand and overstand that culture.
Well, you going like major years back though to even try to get that type of understanding, but you got to be righteous and probably you got to be one with a lot of shit too. You got to walk that righteous path, and then what that fool said on the mummy, you got to speak the language of the slaves. That's true. Man. Let me eat real quick. I'm gonna come back in.
all right, just mute your mic, brother. Professor
I mean,
Silk.
they
Hey,
depicted Egyptians a certain way for years, bro. And now it's coming to light. They did not look like that. The
No.
first, the first, um, Britain, Britonian or whatever you gonna call them, does not look like the average Britain man of today. And that's not what they told us. That's not what they taught us.
all over
So,
chocolate chip
and
cookies.
that's facts. That's not nothing I'm just coming up with. You could go search that. You could go do your research. So
Slanting and all that.
it's all research is based off of other people who done did some studies or came up with something, and we going off a lot of people who came, went, and died, and they were smart people and did whatever they did. But at the end of the day, bro, we gonna keep searching. 100 years from now, we gonna keep searching, bro.
Very true.
We'll never be
Well,
100% for certain what went on.
very nice to see all of you gentlemen tonight. I have a couple things I need to do, but very interesting. Thanks for the article.
all right, Chip.
All right, Chip.
All right, Rambo Yappa Chopper.
Yes, sir.
Man, you really, I ain't know nothing about this. I guess I've been in the cave about the 1 cent burgers. You want to fill us in on that?
Oh yeah, boy. Y'all know about 1 cent burger at Wendy's?
How they had how they had a whole recall on beef. And he
Yeah.
serving this bullshit. Yeah, oh man.
Nah, man.
Yeah, man. They got
Yeah.
a whole
Uh,
recap on this
Like
shit.
58,000, I think 58,000 people so far, bro, have had like health like complications after eating them shits. Like I'm not lying.
Yeah, a lot of people
Go on the
catch
fuck on, bro.
they catch E. coli and shit.
Go on the fuck on.
Hey,
No, we did.
I'm put out the good.
I was just talking about that shit. I ain't go get one, but I seen that it was National Burger Day.
Big pull up the wind is talking about let them get 101-cent burgers. Yeah.
That's $1, huh?
$1.
$1.
Did they make them?
Big finna get fucked up.
Yeah, college leaves and shit like that.
Big finna eat all kind of metal, human meat, E. coli, meat disease, all this shit.
So was this a one place thing, or every burger establishment was doing this?
Shit, I think Burger King them were doing it too. Man. I think they were doing 50 cents or something. They going out like that, Betty. The bad shit.
They get you a 2-for-1.
Yeah, man. When I heard that shit, I was like, man, they ain't even got no 99-cent burgers no more. You bitch talking about 1-cent burger. The fuck?
Hey, that's really immaculate.
Man, that's really a fucking goddamn scam to kill your ass. That is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And I was saying called the meat. We called it
You
the
want
next
some
day
milk?
or the
You say you call it what?
yeah, Jalen was saying they called some meat. They the beef. They
Yeah,
did that.
all on that shit.
Yeah, they recalled it. They recalled it like a week before National Burger Day. And it's like, there's no fucking possible way you can recall all that meat. 80, what they say, 80,000 pounds?
Yeah, it was up there.
It was like 80,000 pounds, bro. There's no fucking way, bro. You better recall all that meat, bro. Do you not understand?
80,000. They said how many establishments too. I forgot, but it's thousands.
Yeah, bro. Like, you gotta understand that, bro. They will lose if 80,000 pounds of meat got recalled right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there was really nothing, bro. Come on, them niggas was lose a lot of fucking money.
That shit'll fuck up the economy, man.
Bro, they would lose a lot of fucking
That's
money.
a lot. That's a lot of beef, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of beef, bro. So you think about if niggas gotta give up their fucking prime source of their fucking business for just one day, one full day of nothing, they will fucking shut down. Wait, I'm about to feed these niggas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm doing this for the homeless people.
First
If you
part
say
of the
80,000
people.
pounds, that gotta be about shit.
That is billions worth of, bro. That is
20,000 stores.
20, bro. But you gotta think about the how many people. Like, you gotta think about that, nigga. Like, come on. And just the United States alone, it's over. Niggas about to be. You know what? I might go. You know what? I might go buy me a gun. I might go buy me a few. Cause when
Man,
y'all,
that's at least
niggas
400,000 burgers.
fucking Texas, like Michael Jackson and shit. Yeah, okay.
And they ain't doing it like nigga, your ass, you get a quarter pounder, nigga. That's a QP. You know what I'm saying? Your ass, you get a
Hey, bro, you get the
mixed
tweet.
double or double cheeseburger. Your ass really getting like a .05. Your ass really getting hit across the
Getting a
head.
little Grammy, man. You getting a little grandma.
Man, they really smoking you and getting spreading the pounds, but they really know what I'm saying, man. Come on, man. It's like the street. So
Hey,
we
man,
saying
it's free ground Friday, man.
hey, just to make sure I ain't tripping. They saying that they recalled the meat before the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a week before.
Like last week.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you when they announced that it was coming. The National Burger Day, like they was coming, like you know, like that very first announcement. That's when the recall happened. So it was like maybe like 5 days apart. Nigga,
Oh,
there's
so
no way you
man,
can get rid of 80,000 pounds of beef. There's no way.
we saying so basically you saying that they ain't had enough time to get rid of all
I
this
don't
shit.
believe that shit, bro. Nigga, I don't believe that shit. Bro, Sean, you got to think about it, bro. There's 80,000 pounds.
That's
Bricks. Nigga, like,
400,000 burgers, man.
bro, there's
400,000 quarter pound.
80,000 pounds worth of beef, bro.
That is
McDonald's,
a lot, bro.
Wendy's,
Because
Carl's Jr.'s,
that's a lot.
Smash Burgers. All these niggas, bro, are going to be shut down for, bro, if they was even have to be shut down for 12 hours, bro, the entire chain will collapse.
Yeah, that shit'll fuck up the economy.
Like, there will be no Sonic, no nothing, bro, because after that, niggas not going to be, come on, man.
Just do the math,
No,
shit.
McDonald's got its
And
own
it's
farm.
crazy, but you want to know so crazy? How informative you is, Wave. How much shit that you look up and you didn't know. That's how you know. That shit right there should raise a question to you. Because
Yeah,
you
look,
didn't even know.
I thought you knew about that shit. But I text my baby mama, told her better not buy one of them 1 cent burgers. I'm already with one of my baby mamas. She already know we don't even eat meat no more. We only eat burgers and all that dumb ass shit. We only eat fish and fruits and vegetables and shit like that. And I'm finna stop eating fish. Shit, that shit made up. Half that shit made up.
You gotta go catch your own shit.
What the hell you mean by made up?
Made up.
Tilapia, bro. Like that tilapia, that shit fake as hell.
Yeah, yeah. Then
I'm talking about like regular fish and catfish.
Bro,
What you mean?
tuna steaks. Shit, them motherfuckers made up, nigga.
Man, bro, hold
That's
on.
meat glue.
Right, meat glue.
Hey, say it again. I ain't hear what you said, bro.
Them tuna steaks, that shit ain't real. That shit.
Tuna steak?
Tuna steaks. Them thick tunas.
I ain't never heard of a thick. No, I ain't never heard of it.
Man, go in Publix, man. They got them everywhere, man.
Man, we talking about fish, man. You
That's
said fish.
a tuna?
A tuna is a fish.
Nah, but we know if you say a tuna steak,
that's what it's called, the steak.
Bo, you gotta understand, Bo, you gotta understand, bro. The average person, bro, is not gonna know what a tuna steak is.
Cut of tuna, bro. Just like a cut of different.
A slice of tuna. How about that? A slice of tuna that ain't in the deli. That's packaged up. A slice of tuna.
Yeah, but when we think about tuna, y'all gotta understand tunas is like real small. So
no, they ain't.
And a lot of them put together.
But tunas get big as hell, boy.
No, tuna's one of the biggest fish.
Them bitches big as you, boy.
I ain't never seen that.
Man, them bitches big, boy. Them bitches big.
But hold
also,
up. Tuna, you just said they fake.
Tuna, look, I'm gonna be real. Tuna, the tuna market, I won't say fish fake, bro. I'm not gonna go. I haven't done my research on that yet.
Fake.
But
like that catfish, that tilapia, that shit fake.
But
tilapia for damn sure. Catfish ain't fake. You and you from the South, Jalen.
Bro, I'm not talking about catfish like it's the actual animal, nigga. I know that shit real, nigga. Nigga, you can go to Sean. You can go to fucking Mercer Garden right now and go see about 5 of them bitches in the mud. Like shit,
bro.
I'm talking about in the stores though, bro. Like I'm talking about in the stores.
They got farms.
Nah. You talking about in the
farms of these fish, just like a
farm raised
farm with some beef and with some cows and some pork, some pigs. They raise farms of fish just to get eaten and sell them. So, cause I'm a big fish eater. I don't eat shellfish. All I eat is fish for the most part. I do partake in the beef a little bit here and there. I'm trying to get off of that red meat, but I mainly try to eat fish. Now, the catfish, they bottom feeders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I stopped eating them all the way. I don't eat, and that's what's all around.
I ain't really
find around this bitch.
Hey, Goo, I love me some shrimp. Goo, I ain't flexing on no bottom feeder. They getting 8. Seafood. Keep going, Goo. My bad.
I eat a lobster. I ain't eat no goddamn.
Yeah, I understand
Back
that. But look, that tuna market, nigga, has never been stronger, bro. That's just real. That tuna market, they even got shows about what's that show? Finding tuna or some shit on the History Channel, all sorts of shit. They got shows where niggas out there in Alaska and all sorts of stuff,
yeah.
and it's millions of dollars at on one season.
All right, hold up. So Goo, are you saying that tuna is fake?
No, I'm saying tuna's very real, and they really out there getting that shit. You could get a job right now today, and they'll probably fly you out to Alaska, one of those cold places, and you could get paid $30, $28. You know what I'm saying? With no experience right now.
So we all could agree. We all could agree that top tilapia is man-made. What both say fake. But come on now, Rumbo Yappa Chopper. You got to
I
get you some
I said
catfish.
tuna steaks,
tilapia.
man. I said tuna steaks. You said
Bo,
you know what? Hold on, be quiet and let me talk. I
all right.
said tuna steaks. You said you didn't know what the hell a tuna steak was. So I just had to let you know what the hell I am. What you had like you didn't even know what animal it was. So I said a damn tuna.
Nah. I was saying I ain't never seen a tuna get big enough. I'm used to tuna packs. I ain't never seen a tuna
Yeah,
get big.
and then you talking about a tuna that looking like a little bit ass brim or something. A tuna get bigger than you.
He used a picture that they show you on the little packs, and thinking, "Oh, this little small little fish that comes in plenty." But
And that shit look
You
like a
say
you
swordfish.
get
bigger,
a lot of meat from a tuna, a full-grown tuna.
Bo. You say a tuna get bigger than me?
Man, that bitch get bigger than
Million
you.
motherfuckers get
Hey,
big.
Goo, you agree with him?
The hell?
Yeah, I want to say I had seen an article where they had
Hey,
just
Jalen,
caught
Jalen,
a
I'm about to
record-breaking
get my laptop. Jalen, you agree with him?
thousands of pounds, bro. That bitch was like 1,000 some pounds, bro.
What
They
happened?
some guys caught a record.
What happened?
Bo said tuna get big as human beings. Tuna. Do you agree with Bo on that statement?
The Atlantic bluefin. The largest tuna is the Atlantic bluefin, which can grow up to 1,500 pounds.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, hold up, time out. Now,
Yeah,
is that Anna
us,
bluefin the type of
bro.
tuna steak that you be eating?
I ain't talking about them. I ain't never had
No,
no.
hold up, we gotta
I
stay
ain't,
on topic. We gotta stay
I
on
ain't never had
topic.
one of them. I ain't never
Hey,
had
he
one of them
say he eat
steaks.
tuna
If
steak.
they make them
Now
steaks, I ain't never had one of them. I'm talking about Alaskan. I'm
that
talking
man,
about Alaskan.
hey, the
Man,
goal,
let's
hey, the
get on.
goal line went from here to here.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. It wasn't even no specifics. I'm talking about Alaskan. You should have asked me that off a dribble.
Nah, you said tuna steak. You was basically
Tuna
Bo.
steaks.
You was about to say tuna steaks is fake, right?
Them tuna steaks in the package be fake.
I got you.
If you
Okay,
get to a wild caught one, that's different. And just because it say wild caught on the package, that don't mean they caught that bitch in the water and put that bitch straight in the package. Everybody know that shit.
so can we both agree that the tunas that we be eating be little bitty mighty tunas?
We can't agree to that because we don't know what the hell we eat.
We don't know. We really don't know. You got all these you got the codes and stuff that they can only list something on a package if it's legit. But even then, there's ways around it. There's stipulations and shit when it comes to this the packaging, and that's been going around for a while. Like they saying stuff is organic or all natural compared to organic, but really organic supposed to be, you know, the top notch. Like it's the best you could get type shit. But when they just say all natural, that doesn't necessarily mean what you think it means.
Hey, check me out. I'm gonna say y'all don't know the type of tuna y'all be eating. And Goo, you know this. in a penitentiary, man, we didn't bust down so many goddamn tunas. We see the head and the tail. So we're not about to play these games like we don't know the type of tuna we be eating. Bo said goddamn.
Hey, you can say whatever you want. I eat fish every fucking damn near. I eat fish more than any probably damn near much as Goo. Cause Goo say he a big fish eater.
But
Goo
off
probably, Goo probably man.
do you
Listen, I don't eat no meat at all. I don't eat nothing but fish and fucking lobster tails. That's it.
look, when we say fish, we don't be meaning tuna. You feel me?
Why you don't mean tuna?
Because tuna is tuna. We talking about
That's just like saying mackerel ain't no damn fish.
listen to what I'm saying. What I'm
We have
saying,
packs too.
talking about catfish. We talking about bass.
Talking about motherfucking fish, man. We talking about this fish in the motherfucking markets. I mean, in these grocery stores, in these big grocery stores.
Tuna is never gonna be
that put meat glue on the fucking meat.
If we going shopping for fish, tuna not gonna be there. Tuna not gonna. We trying to get some real fish, brother. We're not trying to get no damn tuna. Tuna is the guy's own.
You ain't never ate no real tuna.
Rambo,
Now,
how you gonna say that?
This is what you
Have you ever
do.
ate fried
tuna?
Have you ever ate fried tuna? Have you ever ate baked tuna?
Hey, did he say a tuna steak was fake? You said a tuna steak fake. Now you gonna say I ain't ate no real tuna, nigga? You been eating fake tuna, nigga.
I don't eat fake tuna. I don't eat them fake tunas.
Look, this is what it says, bro.
I get my shit never froze, buddy.
It says a tuna steak is cut.
You know better, you do better.
Fine. It says this. What kind of meat is a tuna steak? This is because tuna steaks are cut from the loin of the fish. This part of the tuna, identifiable by its even translucent pink and red color with little fat, is lean. Once cooked, it becomes quite dry. Think of canned tuna and the texture it has. It's a bit little overcooked chicken breast. That's what a tuna steak is. All it is a cut, and that's what I was trying to say. It's a cut of the tuna from a certain part of the body. Like a cow got different parts. You get different parts, the shoulder, the goddamn ribs, all sorts of shit. Just like any animal.
I got you.
Just
got
Google,
pork chops.
just Google meat glue for fish. All type of shit gonna come up. For tuna, for motherfucking goddamn salmon, for goddamn trout.
Bo, if we say we ordering fish, you better not talking about tuna. That's not nowhere in the no. We talking about catfish, and you know this,
bruh.
Know what we doing?
You green as hell. You got to be
out of control.
Hey, but that's the main thing they give out. Like when you eat in the South, you gonna get a lot of catfish, bro.
I already know. I'm in Georgia. I'm in Georgia and Florida.
Out here, bro, all they got is catfish and tilapia, bro. It's like they ain't got no other fish to anywhere else.
And then you gotta think. I go to Florida. I'm in Georgia, but I go to Florida to get my fish. I go to fucking meat markets to get my shit. Like the meat markets I go to, these motherfuckers go to Miami and to the coast and shit down that way, and they go catch their own fish and bring that shit back. You feel me?
You saying
that's where I get my shit from. I get my shit out of Publix and all that shit, but that shit gotta be because I can't get down there and this shit last minute.
Now, is you talking about fish or you talking about tuna?
Can we all agree that a tuna is a fish?
But we not all going.
Hold on, SB. Let's take a vote. Can we agree that tuna is a fish?
We talking about. Look, I think what Wavy talking about more so about the cheap tuna we get in the packs from the dollar stores and HEB having it for $1 and all those cheap tuna packs.
See, I ain't talking about that because I don't eat like that no more. I don't eat like I don't eat like that. You feel me? So I'm not talking about that. And I done made this clear that I don't eat like that on the last few episodes. So you can miss me with that one right there. I'm not talking about that. I don't care what
I'm
the man's
gonna ask
talking
my
about.
question
Hold
again.
on, hold on, hold on. I don't care
Jalen,
what the man's talking about. I'm talking about a fish is a goddamn fish. It don't matter if that bitch a tuna or a fucking tilapia. That bitch a goddamn fish. So it don't matter.
They got different types of fish, but a fish is a fish. Yeah, I get
What
what
are we saying? And I'm saying my point is, if you get a fucking packaged motherfucking tuna
hey,
steak
big,
or any
big
type of fish steak,
Bo, big
any
Bo.
type of motherfucking meat that goddamn all you when you get that meat, all you gotta do is pull that if you pull that bitch apart and you gotta rip that bitch apart cut that motherfucker apart, that bitch got meat glue on it.
Big Bo. You saying let's get this correct. When you
Man,
say you gonna buy
I'm
this,
saying packaged steak tuna fake. Yes, I am.
hold on,
You
we
saying
got you on
anything
that.
other than that? I'm not saying that.
he's
You
saying. The
said package, package
preservative
steak,
fish that be in
tuna
them
fake.
packs,
I got you. We got you on that.
it ain't
But
fresh.
I'm gonna disagree, but I got you on that. Now when you talk about this fish shopping, Jalen, you listening? Goo, you listening? When you talk about this fish shopping, is you talking about fish or you talking about tuna?
Then I just tell you I don't eat tuna like that no more. If that shit ain't no real wild caught tuna, I'm not eating that shit.
So you weren't talking about tuna when you were saying you go to Florida to get your fish.
No, I just told I don't. Man, when you know better, you do better. You can't find out that goddamn pork give you pork worms and still keep eating the shit. Do better.
Oh, so now you saying tuna is bad for you?
If I can't get no real tuna, why the hell I'm gonna keep eating fake tuna?
I mean, what you mean by
He want to know. He want to know what's so which tuna is real. He want to know how you could get it, where it's at, and which how you could
As long
differentiate.
as that shit never frozen.
I want to know. I
Never
want to know.
frozen
I
in
want
the
to know.
fish market.
I want to know what make you niggas FDA certified.
What make you
Show
what
me your
what
credentials.
makes
Like
Super Wavy think
Goo,
FDA
Goo and
certified
Bo,
mean it's
Goo and
right,
Bo, your
mean
credentials.
it's healthy. When everything FDA certified, kill your dumb ass.
Show me credentials, bro. I gotta see them.
So you pictures
Hey,
away.
hey, FDA certified.
He know the government, boy. You know the he gonna make
Hey,
sure he don't get killed.
I agree with Bo on that on to a point. Like the USDA approved and all that shit. It be good. I would rather get that when it comes to certain meats and shit, but rather than just getting some frozen shit that don't got it on there.
I
All
want
But
right,
frozen.
my gun is in the sand. Jalen, where you at?
I mean, I agree with both. To be honest with you, I mean, like, why the fuck would I be eating some fake ass tuna if I could go eat some real tuna? Like, I feel like I felt bro on that. I felt bro on that. Like, but at the same time, bro, you gotta just like where Sean coming from, bro. Like we just talked about, like now, like he talking about like we talking about like the regular fish. That's what that nigga
Now hold up. Let's get
Nah,
to the
I don't
fake.
want to hear all that, man. That's what you want.
bro,
Yeah.
just say, let's just
Man,
say
Sonny boy be on the bullshit,
Hey,
man.
all that stuff,
make it
bro.
clear for Wavy. The meat market, the fish market is where you want to get your fish from,
That's a
bro.
fact.
Point
That's
blank
where you
period.
want to get your fish
Fuck
from.
Publix, fuck Walmart, fuck them too. And they got deli and they got fish sections. Fuck them too.
Like the
You
best
could go
thing.
to the meat
Hey,
market and get some fish, probably at Walmart, at all these regular grocery stores. You could go to the meat department where they got fresh cuts and shit, and you could probably get you some
Yeah, they
some,
got never froze.
some whole fish, some cut
And
fillet,
they
all
cut
that.
it for you in your face. Gut that bitch and cut it for you in your face. The meat market do. Publix don't do that shit though. They just already be filleted or just cut. Yeah, I like
and
the
we
meat
all
market because
and
they're gonna gut that
all
bitch in
y'all
your face.
agreeing,
When you
all
go to
y'all
the meat
agreeing.
market, that shit like going to your uncle house that just got finished fishing. You finna sit
So
there and watch that motherfucker skin them scales off, motherfucker gut that bitch and cut the head off.
I
all
know in
y'all
PA
agree.
though, these niggas really be fishing out here. In PA, they really be fishing out here. We got all sorts of places to fish, but you don't just want to
So
get your shit from
let me
anybody
make
because
sure.
they might go crawfishing and a canal that's questionable or something. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
got refineries and water backways that come from half-ass refinery waterways. So a lot of that shit's questionable, bro. And all that shit comes down and goes down to the dirt. That's why I say you eating like the roach of the sea when you eat the shrimp, the bottom feeders,
yeah.
all that shit comes from the top and goes down. That's why I stopped eating
Hey,
shellfish.
hey,
I
Goo.
used to love crawfish.
Hey, Goo.
I'm allergic to everything else but crawfish.
Hey, Goo. I gotta put all y'all. I gotta put all y'all out there. So y'all saying that. Let me make sure I'm getting this straight.
Oh my god.
When we walk down the package, the packaged meat aisle in Kroger, Walmart, HEB, we walk down the packaged meat aisle. Y'all all agreeing with both that that packaged tuna that we see on the shelf is fake. Y'all all agreeing with this. Y'all that is unhealthy. So when we
I
say
never
fake,
said that.
unhealthy, that's the word. Y'all all
I
agreeing with
never said that, but what I what I took from what he was talking about was more so he talking about mainly frozen fish. You get a frozen pack, and in that pack got even more frozen packs of fish individually frozen in them.
Have you ever did that with tuna?
I just ate one the other day. I just ate one. I
Ooh.
ain't rich. I just ate one, but I'm trying to do better. But at the same
nah,
time,
goo. That ain't what I was asking, bro. You ate a tuna pack or you got a tuna?
no, I had some tilapia because it's not a bottom feeder. It's a regular fish.
You
It
said
got
tilapia?
yeah, some
Man, that's
tilapia.
man-made, dude. Tilapia is a fake fish.
Tilapia is not no fake fish, bro. They got like 3, 4, 5 different type of tilapia. It's not no man-made fish.
Hey, goo, look into it, goo. Just look into it. But I don't want to shot from the point about this fake tuna subject. Goo, are you saying that the tuna that we see packaged on the shelf is not healthy for us, brother?
Man, listen, man. I got that damn fake tuna, man. I tried to give that shit to my dog, man. My dog wouldn't eat it, man.
Man,
Listen, and I gave that bitch to a raw. Cause my dog on raw meat diet was on
Bro,
raw meat diet. Man, that bitch wouldn't
tilapia
eat that
good, bro.
shit, man. I
Bro,
said, oh yeah, something wrong with that bitch. I grabbed that bitch, I pulled that bitch apart. I said, oh yeah, that bitch got meat glue on it. I'm telling
so
you,
goo,
bro.
so goo. I mean, let's get to Jalen. Jalen, you agree that when we go to HEB, Kroger's, and Walmart, packaged tuna that we see on the shelf is unhealthy for you? You agree with both?
at least 35 species of fish are currently being genetically engineered around the world.
Yeah, tilapia is genetically engineered.
That includes 35 other ones, 34 other ones.
Now,
Catfish,
let you
striped
know about
bass,
tilapia.
flounder, trout.
Trout.
Is tilapia a real fish? Yes, tilapia is a real fish. It's a common myth that the species is man-made.
Man, I don't want to pull up, man.
Tilapia is not. Look, it just depends where you get your fish from, bro.
If
I
nobody
understand
say to me,
when he's saying
nobody say
I can understand where it coming from on that. You gotta watch out what your frozen goods is that you getting. You know, I try to stay away from the microwavables and all that shit. You know,
Jalen, you
I
brought
don't eat pork. I grew up on TV dinners. The whole time they talking about it's some Salisbury steak. This shit got pork in it. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. How is it Salisbury steak? It's supposed to be beef, but it got pork. And it's right there in the ingredients though too.
Yeah, pork and chicken.
It's right there in the ingredients though too, bro. So
hey,
this
hey,
shit out
so
there in
hey
your
Goo,
face. It's not like it's
Goo,
hidden. It's out
hey
there.
Goo, hey Goo, you just contradicted yourself, right?
How?
You read two sources. You read one source that said tilapia is genetically engineered. Then you read then you
No.
asked Goo, what's
Yeah,
tilapia?
I read that because I I actually understood what he was saying, but at the same time, I seen some shit that was talking about they trying to genetically engineer all sorts of different foods to help us to get
It's
all
called
sorts
like
of different things that don't affect us. And that goes for every type of food, bro. That ain't just fish. But we the context of the story we're talking about right now is fish. And I gave you two different viewpoints.
But
At the
they
same
doing that shit
time,
with collard greens.
to show you I'm not just being one-sided. That
Jalen,
being said, it tells you if something is genetically engineered, bro. Anytime you buy stuff, it tells you it's genetically engineered.
now give me an example of something that we buy that say it's genetically engineered on.
Shit,
I'm
also
telling you
potato,
that when they say
fruits,
genetically engineered,
vegetables.
when they say genetically engineered, that's a red flag, my brother.
Yeah, and I don't buy that shit.
Right.
But
So
it tells you though, it lets you know. We was talking about the USDA and all that shit. FDA approved. And that's another reason. How you gonna have some genetically engineered, but it's FDA approved at the same time? But it still tell you though on the ingredients.
well, I mean, like the fake the fake chicken patty, the fake beef patty, incredible beef patty, that's genetically engineered, but it's supposed to be healthy. So I mean, I guess it got both ways to it. But if I'm saying
What you mean
tilapia,
the
not a,
Impossible Whopper?
yeah,
That's supposed to be plant-based.
yeah, that's genetically engineered, my brother. So it got, I guess you could say you got positive parts to it. But what I'm saying is, Goo, if I'm saying that the tilapia is not a real fish, and you looked it up and said that it's genetically engineered,
I also said they got 35 species of tilapia, bro. Just like a lot of these fish got different species. There's different species of tuna.
but I'm saying but I don't want to bog down the conversation with that, but I'm gonna just put it out there. Tilapia is don't have an origin. It came up in the laboratory in the pond by the cracker.
Okay, so where's your reference to this? Where can I find that information?
Let me grab my laptop real quick.
Where can I find this information?
Now for Jalen and Bo, I'm gonna assume y'all agree with him. So when I got my gun out, all
Despite
uh,
becoming popular in the United States in the early 2000s, tilapia is one of the oldest farm fish in the world.
Read that one more time, brother.
Despite only becoming popular in the United States, where we live, in the early 2000s, tilapia is one of the oldest farm fish in the world.
All right, let me get out my I'm going in my briefcase right now. Jalen and Bo, y'all want to add to this discussion? I'm telling you, niggas getting shot when I unleash.
About what, bro? About this tuna shit still? Like, I've been smoking, bro, getting high, spaced out, bro. Like, we still talking about this tuna stuff?
It's
Cause that tuna stuff fake.
smelling fishy in here, man.
Man, come on, man. Like, come, Sean.
Hey, Jalen, this where we at. This where we at, Jalen.
Sean, you a
He's saying that
scientist.
tilapia
Sean,
is a
you a
real
scientist. Let's be honest. The man
Jalen.
just go ahead.
Is tilapia a real fish?
Huh?
Is tilapia?
Tilapia is definitely a real fish.
is it genetically engineered?
What you mean by genetically engineered? Like, was it created?
Right.
I don't know, Sean. To be honest with you. I don't know. That I don't know. If that motherfucker breathing and living, then no, I don't think so.
A common false claim is that tilapia was never caught in the wild. Tilapia was originally found in the wild in the Middle East and Africa. Due to high demand, the majority of tilapia sold in the United States is mass produced in an industrial fish farm. That's where you get the claim that it's genetically changed and done whatever it does that you're saying it does. But the fact is, it's a regular fish like any other fish. You can't even name 10 fish because what we've been given is a certain amount of fish that we know of. Name 10 fish and I'll be surprised.
It say that
Anybody name 10 fish and I'll be surprised right now.
it's saying that
You
tilapia.
said 10 fish?
Hey, it's saying that tilapia was made in a fish farm.
You said 10 fish?
10 fish.
All right. It don't matter what fish, right?
Nah.
All right. I got nothing. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Got nothing. All I know is about, bro, with what? Clownfish, beta. That's about it.
You got this what I can't even name 10 fish. We got swordfish, we got
Swordfish, minnows,
clownfish, we got
clownfish.
flounder, uh bass, trout, tuna, tilapia, salmon.
All right, this one,
That's
this
8.
this one,
You know
this
what I'm
one, this
saying? You
one.
can't even name 10 fish when they got thousands of different fishes. Let's just be honest.
Hey,
Tuna,
Goop.
that's
Hey,
9.
Goop. It's tilapia farm raised, Goop.
Yeah, farm raised. A lot of fish is farm raised. That means they put it in a lake that's owned by somebody, and that person grows those fish to of age, then catches them, and then sends them out to the markets to be sold. That's farm raised.
So
That's a
you said
business.
tilapia, right? To
Yeah,
tilapia.
that
All right,
goes
hold
for
on.
damn near any fish you can find
Tilapia.
that we eat.
For nearly 100 species of cis-child fish, with the economically most important species placed in oh shit, nigga, that shit's from Africa. Tilapia comes from Africa, and I'm looking on your Wikipedia source page, Sean. Tilapia comes
What
from
I just
Africa,
said too. I
so
said North Africa.
yeah, it comes from Africa, bro. You can actually
All right.
find tilapia, bro, in Egypt.
Now let me ask you this, Jalen. Let me ask you this.
Hmm. Hmm.
If a nigga come in front of you, looking like you, telling you, "Oh man, I'm an Egyptian priest, man. I'm an Egyptian priest. I got my doctrine and blase blase. I'm Egyptian priest over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Egyptian priest. I'm a motherfucking Egyptian priest over here." What you gonna say that nigga is?
Egyptian priest.
If he proves himself to me,
If he prove himself, then yeah, he gonna be an Egyptian priest. But if you, for one, let me tell you something. Hold on, let me tell you something.
you gotta
For
show
one,
me
an
something.
Egyptian
Talk
priest,
about good Egyptian priest.
a man of the mystic arts, is not going to even reveal that he's even a priest. So that right there is gonna let me know he a fraud right there.
Most people gonna show you rather than
Thank
telling you, bro.
exactly like
In anything they do.
All right. The point of me saying that is tilapia originate in Africa. So it's not a fake fish. But the shit we eating right now, Egypt was lit with black motherfuckers. But what it look like right now, tilapia fake. That shit ain't what it was. This shit is farm raised. I'm about to share my screen in a second.
Bro, all this fish, a lot
Disagree.
of fish we get in America is farm raised, bro. You gotta understand it's quick, it's easy. They gotta everything's about money, bro. Everything is about money. The goddamn dollar.
So if your child is genetically engineered, is your child authentic? This for all y'all.
It depends. Does he have his own conscience? Can he make decisions for himself? Or does he have a predestined determination of his thoughts and his mindset and what his future looks like?
Do
That's
these
genetically
do
engineered.
these, do these farm fish have a destination and a routine and a thought and they knowing what the hell going on?
I believe so. I believe they in an environment. They're like, damn, I'm in the water. Gotta find. They raise. They parents raise them to follow what they do. They start doing what they do, and then they go out try to find some food in they water environment, and then once they become of age, these niggas snatch them up in the net. They send out to us, and we eat them. First off, we got to determine what genetically engineered means. We need to find out what that definition means and what it looks like. Once
We
we
know
do that, we can start saying, okay,
we
this is
know
what
we know
genetically engineered is for all these things.
I could tell you exactly what it means. It's when you add into the process of something to speed up the reward, if you get what I'm saying. It's like when you see these big ass chicken wings, genetically engineered. When you see big ass shrimp, you know what
So
I'm
you
saying?
talking about hormones. You talking about hormone growth and shit
It's
that
way,
was not natural
it's
to
way
their
more. It's way more.
environment.
I wouldn't just give it hormones. I say hormones is probably 60%. Keep going, Goo. We going back and forth.
So what you mean? So you saying, okay, if I got some tilapia or I got some tuna or I got some whitefish, that's number 9. I need one more fish to add to that bitch, and I got 10. And I got them in a lake on my farm, my land out here, and I got a farm, what you would call it, and I feed them exponentially. Would you consider that genetically engineered? Like I give them they type of food that they like, but I give them a lot of it, plentiful, to where they can eat as much as they want to. Is that genetically engineered?
Let me ask you a question. Would you say that these
Answer the question. Answer the main question. That was a
Nah,
good
I got,
question, G.
I got a better question.
Nah, man. This ain't no matrix stuff. We can be answering no question with a question. Answer that
Yeah,
main
he
question.
think he the rebuttal king.
I got a better question, and I think all of y'all gonna understand this better. When you see the bully, Goop, when you see the bully, that small fat pit bull, is that genetically engineered?
Well, I've never been one for pit bulls and all that. Trying to have the best pit bull who eating raw beef thrown at him and he get mean and shit. Cause I was raised with regular dogs. But at the end of the day, man is what helped dogs to be in different classes of dogs in general. Man has. So man helped dogs become what they are today. That's what you got to understand. And when you go to pit bulls, that's even more so because it's a small group and they done created blended one dog with the next to make this certain dog look like this with spots are all black. So I wouldn't necessarily call that genetic engineering. I'll call that I don't even know what to call it. I'll say
Bo,
breeding. That's what
Bo,
you call breeding.
Bo, would you call bullies genetic engineered?
Shit, I really don't. I ain't even look to see what that actually means. So I don't know. Cause that just like saying
I'm about to look it up.
In a sense, it is because you taking the genetics of one species, not even a species. You taking a certain dog and trying to get it to mate with this other dog to make another dog. So in a sense, it is genetic engineering, but you not adding, you not necessarily adding some man-made goods into that creature. You just put in one creature of the same species with
like
one
humans.
type with another type to make another one. Just like they got the tiger, the what is it?
The life.
The liger. It's a lion and a tiger that
Is
made
that is that genetically engineered?
nah. That's two different animals that created a new animal.
All right, look, I'm gonna throw my gun out there. Throwing my gun out there again. Goo, you gotta get this work, Goo. I gotta give you this work. I gotta give you this work, Goo. And a pit bull, a pit bull, a bully. They get the sperm and put it in the needle and they insert it into the female bully because they too small to have sex. They sit too low to the ground. And with the liger, let me ask you this. You saying that it was in the wild that a tiger and a lion made it, or we can agree two crackers put them things together and put the woo on them. Where we at? Where we at with that? I'm about to look that up for you.
Well, you gotta understand, tigers come from a certain place, and lions also come from a certain place. So maybe it was they took the sperm and inserted it into the lion or the tiger to from the opposite to create. So that would be genetic engineering.
I love y'all. I love y'all.
I
That's
think
why
it called I think it called
I'm
A.
Goo. I love y'all. That's why I'm teaching y'all.
With the
Teaching us
people,
what?
it's not called genetically engineered. It's called AI. artificial insert some shit.
Hey, my nigga Bo high as a kite. My nigga say AI.
That what
Nah,
it.
nah. I want to hear what Bo
I
talking
got
about.
a whole bunch of cousins, man. That's what they do. They breed exotic goddamn bullets and Frenchies
That's
and shit.
AI, my brother. That's cop.
But you show right. See, that's why I said I'm not into all that pit bull trying to make the pit bull
Hey,
fight
you
shit. I'm
agree
not into that shit.
that
I
Jalen?
had
You
labs. I had labs.
Yeah,
That's my main dog. I had Labrador.
everything to get the nut out of them.
hey Bo trolling. Bo
I ain't trolling. I'm speaking of fact.
I'm not
man,
finna take
you
no
scared.
chihuahua and insert the sperm into a bigger dog. I'm gonna do it natural way. You know what I'm saying? If they happen to do it, cause I done seen some chihuahuas be humping some big dogs and shit. If he could get it and it worked, shit, that's not genetic engineering. That's natural way. He just happened to be around that other dog.
I got you, my brother. So somebody was saying something.
So if
I
you fuck a midget, is that and y'all have a baby, is that baby genetically engineered?
say it again, brother.
If you have sex with a midget and y'all have a baby, is that baby genetically engineered?
No, my brother, it'll be natural.
What about Kim Kardashian and Kanye? They had a surrogate. Let's just say they didn't specify with the doctor, we want this type, we want a girl, we want this. Let's just say they took Kanye's sperm and Kim Kardashian's eggs and they put it in another woman. And then boom. The
That's
woman,
genetic. That's the perfect example of genetic engineering.
okay. So make that make sense with the tilapia.
All right, so like how my brother Jalen brought up a source that said tilapia originated in Africa, right? We could all agree that we're not eating the damn tilapia from Africa right now. We are eating something that's cloned up. The tilapia we eating cloned up in a when we say farm raised. So check me out. You know how we be seeing these big ass chicken nuggets, big ass chicken wings, thick ass chicken tenders, fat ass chicken sandwiches. More than protein, my brother. That's steroids. That's anabolics. That's metabolic. They feeding them. They fasting the metabolism. They hitting that motherfucker with ass shots. They hitting that motherfucker with titty
Look up
shots.
how they make protein.
You think a nigga injecting in all these chickens?
What you said? What you said? What
You
you,
think a nigga
hold up,
coming
hold up,
in?
hold
You
up,
think
Goop.
one of the
Hold up,
farmers is
hold up,
literally
Goop. What
coming
you
with
said?
shots for these chickens?
Look up how they make the protein they put in your food. Look up protein, the protein that they put in your food, and the natural flavor they put in your food. How they make the natural flavor.
Put us on game, bro.
Shit make you read everything you got there.
It'll make you what?
I said they're gonna make you read everything you eat for real.
Yeah,
Hey, that shit with maggots, some type of larval bugs.
yeah, and protein.
Yeah.
So
They say protein the firstborn first start of all life.
I ain't
They
eating
say
no
protein, but also they got another side that say that's not true.
all right, before it get too late, Goop, me and you next year, we gotta get into this more into this topic, more into generic. My computer down. We're gonna get this last before we get out of here. Young
I,
Jeezy.
I'm hearing you echo, my boy. I didn't hear everything.
You hear me?
I heard certain things. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hear me better? All right, so I was saying that me and you, we're gonna get this tilapia and genetically engineered conversation. That's gonna be next. And then we was supposed to get the Indian conversation. We're gonna do that again in 2 days. Do it again in 2 days unless y'all want to go live tomorrow. But the damn topic of the night. Young Jeezy and Jenny, whatever the fuck her name is, y'all hear me out. China lady. We gonna call her Wong Wong. Ling Ling. Young Jeezy and Ling Ling breaking up. You know what I'm saying? They say Jeezy worth 10 mil, Ling Ling worth 4 mil. What's her name, y'all?
What's her name?
So should they split the 6? Should they
What's
split 6 and say half?
her name, Goo?
I don't know, man.
Jalen know her name. What's her name, Jalen?
You got talking about
What's Young Jeezy wife name, man?
Jenna Lee, Jenna something, Gianna something.
How y'all feel about the divorce? Young Jeezy filing for divorce. He told the judge honor the prenup. My boy worth 10 mil, she worth 4. She probably ain't even tripping about the money on the cool. But how y'all feel about the, you know what I'm saying, my boy Jeezy
I feel
falling out with Ling Ling?
Jeezy, you know,
It sound like you muffled, Jalen.
I feel like with the Jeezy situation, I mean, we ain't gonna never know. I mean, she did embarrass that man on national television.
What happened?
Oh, y'all didn't see that. So she was on some talk show with one of the fucking Maury sisters and shit. Some little talk show they be having and shit. And they was talking about, her marrying Jesus, and she literally said like dark meat on the side, but I like my white meat, you know what I'm saying, like mean and lean. So they questioned her about it, and she was like, "Yeah, I like black men, but I prefer white men." She said this shit on a talk show. I don't know how the fuck y'all didn't see that shit. I was laughing my fucking ass off. But anyway, so that's one thing. So then you gotta think about it as a man, of course
Have to go better.
you gotta think about your inside people telling you shit in your ear, and you gotta worry about the fucking fans saying some shit, all kinds of shit. Hold on. And so then, so then you go, so as a man, after that long thing, you come to a conclusion. You like, damn, this bitch used me on some, how can I say, bro, on some get out type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
Publicity.
I'm not saying all, you know what I'm saying, because I am a supporter of, of interracial couples and shit. But a lot of it, that shit just be for like a fashion sense. I'm gonna keep it a book. You can really tell, and that was one I can tell she really wasn't fucking with the man like that.
So,
So
Bo,
is,
I'm gonna
is
let
she is she
my bad,
white or is she
my bad, Goo.
She Asian,
she Asian, huh?
Asian,
Okay.
Asian.
Hey, Bo, how you feel about this? And then I'm a unleash bullets.
And bitch ain't getting shit. Go to that white meat.
What'd he say?
Bitch ain't getting shit. Go to that white meat. Shit.
For
Go
me,
to go get that white on the
Because
type
you
and
have to understand also, bro. Like you gotta also understand, like when you're like a melanated man, when you a melanated man and shit and whatnot, you always gotta think, bro. Like a lot of these women use us just to have kids, like just for babies, like pretty babies. That's it. You get what I'm saying? I mean, and that's just the truth. Like that's the truth of it. This shit's still going on.
that's where I was gonna go. That's where I was gonna go. Young Jeezy, I know you got a black baby mama. You know what I'm saying? This what my problem be with these niggas, man. These goofy niggas. Goofy. Goofy to the fifth degree times 9. Bruh, you step out of your goddamn race. You start fucking with goddamn Ling Ling. Step out of your race, start fucking with Ling Ling, and your ass can't understand shit her mama say, or her daddy say, or her grandma say, or her grandpa say. Your goofy ass be going over their house playing dumb. Nigga, you reading what's the shit called? Help me out. You reading you reading Amazon talk, you reading Amazon Translate on a Prime, nigga. You got Google Translator app, nigga. Goofy ass. Nigga, you talking to the daddy about football in their language, nigga. You have no cultural ties to that family. It was family differences, nigga. Your goofy ass trying to go over their house. They eating sushi, nigga. We used to chicken, nigga. They eating sushi. Your goofy ass, you ain't eating no red beans and rice, nigga. They eating fried rice, shrimp fried rice, no red beans and rice. So your goofy ass gonna think. See, this what be wrong with these niggas, man. Just like my nigga Jalen say, when you black, you know what I'm saying? When you black, motherfuckers look at you like Hercules. Motherfuckers look at you. I'm gonna say motherfuckers from other races. They look at you. You like an item. You're an item. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson. You a fucking item. So you something that these other races want to take home and put on the shelf. They wanna sit inside the car. Nigga, you not a real person. Nigga, you an item. So we gotta
That's
we gotta
true
get
to
some
it.
straight. We could kick it with Mr. Wong all goddamn day. But Mr. Wong don't know shit about a shootout. Mr. Wong don't know shit about the shit you've been rapping about for the past 15 years, motherfucker. Mr. Wong don't know shit about a goddamn trap house. Mr. Wong don't know about no goddamn hard. He know about a goddamn hard bank. Let's keep it all at 1,000. So we could play these goofy games and get with these partners with different races and act fake. You know what I'm saying? And thinking every shit gonna be sweet and bubbly. But nigga, nobody know you like your black queen, brother. You could escape the struggle. You could escape the fight and the heartbreak and the heartache and the attitude. You could try to escape that motherfucking attitude. But guess what, Goofy? Ain't shit gonna be real on the other side. Nigga, the minute your goofy ass get a gray hair, nigga, I need a new toy. The minute your goofy ass lose your job or get kicked out the NBA, nigga, I need a brand new goddamn toy that light up with some light up shoes on it. That's how the motherfuckers looking at us. We gotta understand our motherfucking position and play our motherfucking position right. Y'all got it.
Also, you got to take into account not every black person lived through this rap shit. Just because we come from a disenfranchised disenfranchised area and we done seen all this niggas with guns, niggas selling drugs, niggas, on the corner and doing all this and that, gangs, doesn't mean every black person in America has lived through that.
Facts.
So you can't just put all black people in that category. You gotta put a good amount, but who's to say there's less? Now I won't say that there's less who's been in a bad position based off what they've been able to,
Hey, Goo.
like, you go and
Hey,
try to get a job and they give it
hey,
to the
Goo.
next man based off his color.
Hey, Goo.
That's true for all of our family members from the past.
Hey, Goo.
Hey,
In the white lady eyes, in the Mexican lady eyes, in the Chinese lady eyes, and Ling Ling eyes, you are Tyrone. You can't run away from being Tyrone. The
Who
minute you
cloned
got
Tyrone?
how to be Tyrone, they gonna get a new sparkly goddamn dog with some light up
hey,
shoes.
and that Tyrone shit is a whole nother story, bro, because we might have a different Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, we do.
Jamie Foxx might be different, man. I haven't even looked into that, but shortly after that, he had something that happened to him. He and I noticed it's not just him. It was
Jamie
a
Foxx
few
be
other,
just
like
with
two
more
or
white
three
girls.
more other prominent black people that had an incident and they was in the hospital.
Jamie Foxx be with more white than the damn white.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. When you successful, who's the successful people, bro?
But
It's many white
brother,
folk. It's not
but
just this ain't
my
the
brother,
NAACP, nigga.
my brother, these goddamn NBA players getting with these Latino women. None of these Latino women is successful. They finding these hoes at the beach and on Instagram. So we got to keep it all the way a book. Just
Look,
because you
Kobe Bryant and his
just
girl was high school sweethearts, my brother.
check
Kobe
me out.
Bryant and his girl was
I
high
ain't.
school
I'm
sweethearts.
Who would have
80%,
sweethearts?
80% of the black NBA
Who
Kobe,
would
players,
have two sweethearts?
his wife
That
was high
80%
man
school.
met
of black
her
NBA
at a
players,
Fat Joe video shoot.
That's
She
not
was in a
true, bro.
Fat Joe video shoot. That's how he met her. You can look it up,
Nah, bro. I
bro.
might be wrong, but shit, from
I'm
my
telling
understanding,
she no, bro. She didn't meet him until he got fame. He made it to the NBA because that's the reason why his parents didn't fuck with her. Cause they were like, nah,
okay,
like they don't
hell yeah, yeah.
like
That's why.
nah, nigga.
Oh,
That's why
who?
Kobe and his people had fell out for
They fell
years
out
about her.
behind the thought.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but they met like she because I remember
for
like she was
real.
a like
So
bro, it
so
was a Fat Joe
basically,
video for shit show, bro. I'm telling you, it was a Fat Joe video because this was like 1996 when Kobe came out, 1996 or 1997.
I think it was 96.
So
That when
nigga,
he
this
got
what
drafted in
so
'96.
what so what this is what when Pac and Biggie was reigning supreme. The
I
But
big
see.
even
pun.
I feel.
AI said he had got big, and then Kobe Bryant was the first nigga to try to be like, hey, come over here, little homie. I'm gonna goddamn show you something. And AI was like, he said it in the interview. He was like, man, I'm trying to go party. I just got drafted, this, and the other. I'm trying to go party. And Kobe was like, nah, nigga, let's just chill. He flew him out and everything.
Kobe was a Kobe was a great man,
Yeah, that's
Kobe
it.
but
was
Exactly.
Kobe
but
Nope.
you
was
died.
going out in the streets and doing that stuff. He was taking
Hey,
care of
Kobe
business.
was a great
Hey,
basketball player,
hold on,
but
wait a
you
minute. So,
He
died
was
and left
taking
your
care of
while we
fortune.
on
business,
the
not
subject, while we on
getting
the subject,
involved in the extra
But you
shit.
died and left your fortune to El Chapo's sister.
let me see.
Keep it all the way
Free El
1,000.
Chapo.
80% of the NBA players got Latino and white girlfriends. Let's keep it all the way 1,000. About damn 60% of
Are
the
you aiming?
NFL.
I
Hey,
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be
wait,
surprised if that's true.
I'm not surprised, bro. like I'm not surprised,
But
but
look,
you.
but look though, we not supposed to. And a lot of that is how these guys is raised up. A lot of these guys is AAU, getting paid to go to high school last 2 years, going to white high. I understand that, but our eyes got to stay on the goddamn prize. You still got to understand nation building. You still got to understand bloodline and the extinction of your race.
But you gotta understand too, niggas ain't thinking about that. They like, damn, I was in college with predominantly a white college. That's what I seen. People is situational. That's what you gotta understand. People are in situational. In a certain situation, they'll gravitate more in that situation towards what's going on. Everybody can't be on this type of knowledge shit that we be on and trying to promote certain things. Kobe, he did do that though. He promoted the black folks, whether you say he had a Hispanic wife or not. She did have color. At the end of the day, she wasn't white. Look at MJ. Was his wife's, and that's who we wear his shoes, all this and the other. Look at Shaq. Shaq has what? He had an Asian. He was with old girl that model, that Asian girl. I forget the name for the longest, and then I want to say he got a Hispanic wife now, so that does make sense what you were saying.
You got it, Bo.
Man, I don't damn know, man. I don't know if goddamn. I don't know the statistics of the motherfuckers at the NBA and they old ladies. So I can't in the sports period. That
Did
most
young Jeezy set himself up?
oh yeah, he did. I could agree with you on that. Shit, you can't get a goddamn you can't get your own goddamn race to act right. How you gonna get another race to act right?
Let me say this to that. How many black women you know put they black man on child support and causing strife in his life, and he already going through a lot in his life. He done messed up or whatever. You know a lot. Your partners, and they got black women. So you can't just say, oh, it's if they went with a black female versus the next,
But
that
hold up
it's
though, Goo.
different.
But
I
hold up though,
experienced that though.
hold up though,
I
Goo.
experienced the bullshit
Everybody
shit.
put on child support, not just black women put niggas on child support. The damn white lady will put your ass on child support too.
Yeah,
And
women just put your ass on child support for the whole.
Dang, bro, that's what they put out
Women don't
here.
even
Like
put you
it's
on
just that,
child
but it's not.
support.
It's not just black folks.
The
It's
state will
not.
put you on child support. The woman ain't even gotta put you on child support. I know that's how it is in Georgia and Florida. I don't know
nah,
about
that's how Texas. Soon as they
Now
go try to
government does
and
it too. If you don't know your rights, and it's deep, bro. It's real deep because you don't even have to agree to that shit, bro. It's once you start signing papers and being like, damn, if I
so where
don't
you
do this,
going with
this
where
gonna
you
happen.
give me that devil's advocate, Goo. Give me that pushback.
Man, that's what I'm saying. I did been dabbing a lot of shit. I got some paperwork I done wrote down. I haven't been on it. And that's a whole like that's the legal shit I was on. But you do your research and I'm gonna try to remember to bring up find my shit and bring up
Hold
some
on.
shit
Nah,
about
nah.
the legal
Hey,
aspects of child support.
hey, Goo, I
But
would nah. Hey, Goo, I wasn't talking about that. Hey, Goo, I wasn't talking about that.
what you talking
I was saying, why why these niggas falling for the snow bunny crisis and the Latino Gina?
about?
yeah, the Genos.
The
Hey,
Latino.
man, they just want something different, man.
They probably been through they done had, you know, they same color.
Like
Ten
niggas done had their fair
times
share. Like niggas done had their fair share, bro.
and been through a repeated crisis.
And it's always said that if you keep repeating the same thing over and over, hoping you gonna get a different result, it's insanity. That's just how men think. If we gonna be honest,
Shit,
How you feel
man,
about the
I had
Latino?
a white girl. I had a white girl, and I'm not even the darkest brother. And I done been the dad was racist against me. You know what I'm saying? So this shit, it's on all aspects. But she wasn't, you know. So there's a lot. It's interpersonal. You know, it's situational and a lot of things, bro. All this, that's what I'm saying. All this stuff that we be talking about, there's no 100% or for a fact of nothing. It's all it's like gravitational. It's a revolving door, but nothing is 100% on nothing we be talking about because everything we be talking about is based on something we done learned from the next man, something we done all came together and talked about and came up with a conclusion. Even when we talking about how to
This. I got a question.
how to
Goop,
how to grade the pyramids and shit, how old they are, carbon
goop,
dating. That's not
goop,
even 100%.
goop.
Hey,
The young Jeezy set himself up.
you said he had a prenup or not?
Yeah,
He did have a prenup.
yeah.
Then
Oh
how
yeah,
did he set himself up?
he good then. I ain't know.
How did he set himself up if he had a prenup?
He had a damn baby with a Mongolian. You niggas don't know what a Mongolian is? You niggas is not uh
The
My
Mongolian,
you
the lady,
niggas is not mongoloid. You
the,
niggas ain't mongoloid. What you was saying, Jalen? Ah damn.
bro. If you think the black man is the father of all races, then it's free reign for the black man
Nah, brother.
at the end of the day because he created everything.
What you was saying, Jalen? You muffled up.
I was saying that.
What'd you say?
I wasn't saying that. I'm just listening.
All right. So Goo, he made it that and Bo talking about Bo. He ain't fuck up. He made a damn baby with a mongoloid. You niggas ain't mongoloids.
This how I look at it. He had a baby with
bro.
old girl. His next
Oh,
process is to get joint custody. He had a prenup. Why he can't raise his child jointly instead of her having majority custody?
You can't out cheat a woman. You can't out cheat
And
a
then
woman. You gonna lie. You can't.
and then him having to have to pay her to take care of his child when he's a capable father and a capable productive citizen of society.
that's the real yeah I like that. That's now we talking.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say he didn't. If he had a prenup, then he did what he was supposed to do as a anybody who got some money. That's what you're supposed to do when you go and find a new relationship, and she didn't wasn't there from the jump. So I can't say Jeezy did bad. He did what he was supposed to do, and now we talking about it like, oh, he ain't did this, that, and other. What else could he have done? Now there's stipulations when you talking about a prenup. There's different things you could say in the prenup agreement. We don't know. I don't know. This is just I understand they broke up, but I don't know all the details. I really don't even be fucking with these celebrities no more because a lot of this should be fake. Not necessarily fake news, but they not who they claim to be. But we know about Jeezy, BMF, all that. He was really out there doing that. He's one of the few artists who got credentials.
Hey Goo, he spent 2 years of his life with a mongoloid.
And
With a
now, what's she asking for? Child support and half
Nah,
of
see,
what he own?
I ain't looking at it. I ain't looking at it like that, Goo. I ain't looking at it like that. I'm looking at it like he wasted 2 years of his life and he gave his seed to a mongoloid. That's how I'm looking at it. Not a baby about to be coming out.
You looking at it the
Not,
wrong way, bro. We supposed to come out here and multiply.
oh, who says who?
Who says who?
Yeah, says who we supposed to come out here and multiply.
Shit, me.
Go
I say that
get your
as a
source.
man, bro. As a man, you supposed to. Don't you want to have kids that could keep the lineage going, no matter
Correct,
what? At the
correct.
end of the
But
day, your son is. Aren't you your son's father? Aren't you your daughter's father?
See, now we gonna carry our lineage and we gonna multiply for shit show. But we're not about to be multiplying with no goddamn mongoloids and making goddamn theater arts motherfuckers gonna get picked on as soon as he get to first grade. We're not about to be doing that. We're gonna keep the lineage strong, built tough, like Ford. You know what I'm saying? Everything big in Texas. We're gonna keep it in the right generation with some Negroids and some sub-Saharan Africans. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna play with the goddamn Persians and the Greeks and the Romans and the goddamn Chinamen and the goddamn the and the and the and the Mongoloid. And
But you
and
gotta
and
understand too,
we're not
brother.
gonna be on the Ling Ling house
You
when we got Nene and Shanae.
but it goes
You know what
deeper.
I'm saying?
The
We gotta
black
we
man
gotta we gotta build ourselves
call him
up.
the black
We've been
man.
suppressed. We've been in slavery over here. We've been in slavery over here for goddamn hundreds of years. Them goddamn Chinamen don't know our struggle. You laying
That's
down with that
true.
lady thinking about Pearl Harbor, your goofy ass thinking about slavery.
That's true. But at the same time,
With that goddamn lady, she thinking
the
about
black
street
man
fighting,
had
ass
had
thinking
all
about
this land.
oh,
The black man was everywhere. So these people already got us in their genes. It might be diluted, but they already got a piece of you in them. If they go and do an ancestry test, and ancestry test is really not legit, but all the white people that go and get it find some sort of African ancestry in their ancestry. Meaning, and like I said, the first Briton was a black man or a carbonated being. So that just tells you everything, bro. The first man of Britain was a darker skinned man. Go look it up when you get off of here, and you'll see they done carbon imprinted what he would look like and all that. It was a black man.
hey brother Goo,
Hey,
hey brother Goo. When we getting with these different races, when we die, our money going to these different races. It ain't going to Big Mama house. Big Mama get forgotten about once it go to Ling Ling and Carol. Once it go to Carol and Ling Ling, Big Mama forgot about. Big
that's
Daddy,
why
Big
hey,
Daddy
that's
grave
why
need a
it's
new
up to the
stone.
man. That's why it's up to you as a stand up guy to goddamn be like, okay, I'm a rich motherfucker. It's time to make a will. I'm a rich motherfucker. It's time to I got with this girl. Let me do this prenup agreement and let me goddamn dot my T's, dot my I's, and slash my T's. You gotta goddamn make sure your lawyer on point. You rich, so why not have the most thorough lawyer? Why not have the most thorough everything when it comes to taking care of your what you got and what you trying to build for your future, even when you gone. And that come down to the poorer guys like us too. What do we have in mind? Do you have a will? Do you have life insurance? Do you have this, that, and the other? And if you do you know all the stipulations and everything that it boils down to? So when you gone, you can still see yourself reflect with what you wanted, but at the same time, your kids gonna live their own life. They gonna do their own thing, but you still want to make an impact in their life for their future, as well as showing that damn, I did what everything I could to instill these morals, these cultural backings, all this shit that we talking about. You
Overstood.
feel me?
Oh, most definitely. You already know I feel you. Rambo Yappa Chopper, you want to add something? We about to get up out of here.
Man, I enjoyed y'all night, man.
Man, you ain't got no smoke for the snowman. You ain't got no smoke for the snowman.
For snowman.
You ain't got no smoke for the snowman.
Man, listen, man. Act like you goddamn know we gods, man. Fuck all that science shit. Fuck all that religion shit. That God, this God shit. Ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. You feel me? And if you wanna get technical, man. This godless shit is very scientific and mathematical. And it ain't pseudoscience.
Say that one
Ain't
more time.
this God shit is very scientific and mathematical, and it's not pseudoscience. It's real ancient science.
I got you, Rambo Yappa Chopper.
So with
Keep
that
going.
being said,
Come on, nigga. You got 30 more bars.
we need to start worrying about this pseudoscience ass shit for real, which is the shit that we've been taught. The goddamn billions of dollars and trillions of dollars, goddamn, that they done spent the motherfucking paint a picture, that picture so goddamn strong that it's hard to break. They know that goddamn this shit really beyond this shit, man. And once we get to the point where goddamn we overstand that shit, man, we be some bad motherfuckers, shit. Like for real, we already woke, shit. All it takes, shit. That shit that we trying, the shit that I'm on is goddamn the other 90% of my goddamn brain. Ass this and that. Fuck goddamn being a preacher to this little goddamn 80, I mean this 8 to 10% of the brain that I'm using. Fuck being like a preacher in a goddamn church. Talking about they can preach their whole motherfucking life out one scripture. Bitch, we understand this shit. Shit, let's keep going. You feel me? Let's goddamn tap into this telekinesis shit and all that shit for real, for real. Fuck what a motherfucking white man talking about. Oh, that shit ain't. Man, I don't give a fuck what you talking about, man. This shit in ancient history, so you can't tell me shit. This shit, and it wasn't just in one spot. It wasn't just like, oh, goddamn, the slaves masters had. Man, hell no, nigga. This shit in real ancient history. This shit in some history so motherfucking old that shit we don't even get taught nothing near that when it comes as far as age. I mean, years. You feel me? That's a big ass gap. But then we want to bring in shit like evolution and shit like dinosaurs and all this crazy ass, dumb ass shit. You feel me? It made sense to a certain extent, but if you got real common sense, that shit don't make sense.
Man, look at it, bro. I ain't tell you to come over here and start throwing no goddamn shots. We
Nah,
close
I
tonight.
ain't got there throwing no grenades over there, man. I ain't doing that, man. I'm just, I get to go out there, get to going off and shoot those shots. I just get the rambling, man.
Hey man, we're gonna go live tomorrow, man. Fuck all that, man. We're going live at 8:30. My nigga just said the evolution is pseudoscience.
Man, that shit pseudoscience, man. It wasn't about 3 billion years ago back there to verify this shit, man. This shit does not have the blue check.
8:30 tomorrow, Goo. We
That's a
outside.
bad. That's
Yes.
a bad.
Hey man, y'all take it easy, man. Stay safe and dangerous, man.
Man, y'all
Hey,
know what time
y'all
it is.
too.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Skirt.
I'm gonna go
Yes,
with y'all.
Bird.